do, YouTube? It's your boy Juice Roy, and I'm back with another video. Today's video, oh shit, no, scratch that out. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on the post notification bells to all, so you know that every single time I post. Today's video is gonna be a story time on how I got my car. So take y'all through the process, take y'all, let y'all know how I was feeling. So I was very nervous. It's my first car, so I was like super nervous. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what questions to ask. So let me give you a little backstory. I've been trying to get a car since I was what, 16, some shit like that. 16. Yeah, in the midst of me, in the midst of me getting my car, I asked my dad to give me my car, and he kind of didn't refuse to give me my car, but he, was just like, oh, we'll wait, we'll look at it, we'll weigh our options and shit like that. He was just pushing it off and kept pushing it off, and I got to the age where I'm like, oh, I don't need him to give me a car. I'm gonna do it on my own. Yeah, so I'm like, I'm gonna get it on my own. So that's when I figured out everything that I needed to get my credit, which was like, to get my car, which was like credit, a down payment, source of income, different stuff like that. I made an oath to myself that at 20 years old that I would stop taking Ubers and stuff to go get my car. So, follow down to 2020. I'm like, okay, well, this is the year. I'm 20. This is the year that I'm gonna get my car. So I got a job. I'm working. I'm saving up. I'm stacking up, and then I'm looking for a car. I'm trying to find a car. I'm in the market trying to find a car, and I can't find one. Or not that I can't find one. It's just I'm having trouble trying to find which one I want, because I know that I wanted a Charger, and that's what I wanted. That's all I wanted. That's all I talked about was Charger. But I didn't want an older model Charger. I wanted a new one. It's fairly new, like within 2015, the newer models, for people that know Chargers, the newer models. So when I was looking, all the Chargers was like 20,000 and above, 25, 26, 30. Once you start getting to the Scat Packs, 30,000, 34, 36, 40. So I'm like, okay, well, if I get this one that's around 32,000, then I'll have to pay around roughly $450 to $500 a month, and I was okay with that because I was working. So I found this one that was like in like San Bernardino area, really nice, a little dark gray, similar to the color that I have on my car was the color that was on the Charger. I called the dealership. I'm like, hey, I'm interested in looking to buy all this and that, and they were like, well, we need to take you through the pre-approval. And I'm like, well, I don't want to do the pre-approval, because the pre-approval it takes down your credit, and I don't want to take down my credit on something that I'm not for surely knowing that I could possibly be getting. So I didn't want to do that. So she was kind of giving me a hard time. So I'm like, forget it, I'll go somewhere else. And then my girlfriend was like, hey, my cousin's a car salesman for Kia. I know you don't like Kia, but you can look and weigh your options and see what they have, and who knows, you may like it. So at first I wasn't up to it. I was like, yeah, I don't really think I want a Kia, I want a Charger. But then she was like, well, just look through our catalog and see what we have. So as I'm looking, they send me the information. As I'm looking, all they have is Challengers, V6 Challengers, SXTs, and 2019s, but SXTs, and I wanted an RT, at least an RT. So when that happened, I'm like, I don't know. Then I found a Mustang. I don't really want a Mustang. And it was a V6. I'm not big on V6 cars like that, especially if it's a muscle car. V6 muscle cars literally have no purpose to me. So I was not trying to buy a V6 muscle car. So I found a Mustang, then I found some Hondas, and I found some Infinitis. and then I found a Jeep. So I screenshot them and I sent them all to the salesman. I'm like, I'm interested in buying these. So originally I was supposed to get the 2019 Q50, Infiniti Q50. But due to like all the first time buyer rules and all this other bullshit, the bank wasn't going to allow me to get approved for anything over $15,000. So I go to the dealership. The day of the dealership, I go to the dealership the day of. My girlfriend picks me up, and at first I'm chill. I'm excited. I'm like, all right, we about to go get my car. Like I'm happy. I'm super excited. And then we got to the dealership, and then I'm all nervous. I'm getting butterflies on my stomach. I'm usually never nervous, so me being nervous was like a first time like big thing. I'm super nervous. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to ask. I'm super quiet. My girl says my leg is shaking and all this other stuff. So when we get there, we talk. She shows me, and she says that, well, because of the first time buyer, I guess it's a rule or whatever, that you can't get approved for anything that's over 15,000. So I was like, okay, well, what can I get that will, you know, start me off? I was like, well, what can I get? And she was like, well, we have this Kia Forte, it's 2019, you know, I can show you it if you would like. So she shows me it, and the color that she showed me was like a silver color, and I don't really like silver. Like, I don't like light cars. I'm more black or dark gray or within those means. So she showed me, and I was like, well, do you have it in a black? And then turns out they didn't have a black one, but they had the dark gray one, the granite gray. So I was like, okay, it's dark enough. Plus, if I get some tint, you know, it'll do. So we test drove it to the bank, and I love the way it drove. I love the sport mode. That's what really made me happy, is the fact that it had a sport mode. So it wasn't completely a V6. It had a giddy up to it, which is what I like. So yeah, then we go to the bank. I go get my money out for the bank for the down payment, and we head back, and she says, well, we're gonna start looking into payments. And she was like, well, how much are you trying to put down? And I said $1,500. She said, okay, I can work with that. She came back, she talked to her manager, she came back, and she said, well, our first payments are going to be, your payment for their monthly payment is going to be around about $642.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
I'm like, nah, that's not gonna work. Like, 642 is too high for me. Way too high. Especially for the kind of car that I'm getting. Paying $642 a month, paying over $400 a month is way too high for me. So she says, all right, so we'll bump it down to like $560. I'm like, nah, still too high. $475, still too high. $450, still too high. So then she settles for $425, and I'm like, okay, I can work with that. $425. I do $425 a month, and we're like, okay, so you're gonna put that much down. She said, but I can only give you $425 a month if you put $2,000 down. So I'm like, all right, well, I can put an extra $500 down. You know, it's not nothing much. So I say I agree to the $2,000 down. And she said, okay, I'm gonna work with my boss. She goes back to talk to her manager, and they, you know, I get approved and everything goes on, and I'm like, okay, we'll give it to you for $425 a month. And then, like, a huge, like, I don't know what to really call it, but I was just like, that burden, that thing that was weighing on my shoulders was legit one of the most relieving things that I've ever felt. Like, I was so happy, I was so excited. I'm like, oh, all right, so we got approved. So she was like, well, I'm gonna go wash your car and go put some gas in it, and, you know, I'll be right back. So mind you, I'm with my girlfriend. We're sitting and waiting, and I'm like extremely like happy. She says I'm not as nervous. I'm not shaking. I'm not doing anything. I'm completely calm. Like I'm calm. I'm all that stuff. By the time that she got back, and she said she's gonna get my plates, I had to call the insurance guy. And I wanted some really low insurance, so I had to call my insurance guy, waiting for her to come back with the car. I managed to get on the phone with him, and then I had to talk to the financial advisor in the building, just to finalize and sign some paperwork. As we're getting done with the paperwork, he says, as I'm signing the paperwork, he says that, oh, well, since you have such a high credit score, I'm able to bump your monthly payment down to $366. And I'm like, okay. Well, at first I didn't really ask the question. My girl asked, well, why can you bump it down when it was just originally $425? And he explained to me because my credit is so high that they were able to bump it down a little bit. So that's something that you guys should, take a look at. The higher your credit is, the more you can play with your down payment. I mean, not your down payment. The more you can play with your monthly payment, and you can really play with it and finagle it and get to where you want to pay for it. Because like I said, I didn't really want to pay over $400. So that was good. He dropped me down to $366, signing the paperwork, getting everything done. Now we're honestly just waiting for the car. She comes back, the car's all washed, and she gives me the keys, and I take my pictures of the car and everything, and I'm like I finally did it. Like I finally got my very first car. And to make it even better, I bought this car with no help. I didn't have a cosign. I didn't have anybody to help me out or anybody to give me any kind of guidance. Sure, I asked certain people around that had cars. I would ask them, but for the most part, I did this on my own. Like, out of everything that I've been through, it was kind of a surreal moment. It was just like, damn, like I really got my first car. Like, yeah. So this is my baby. I still don't know what to name her. I'm still thinking of a name. I have no clue what name I want to name her. If you think that you got any ideas on what we should name the car, let me know. Drop a comment below, and I'm gonna consider it, and we're gonna see which one I really like the best. I mean, top 5 names, so make sure y'all get on that. But yeah, man, I'm make sure y'all go check out my last video on my car if you haven't already. And if, like I said before, if you're new to the channel, if you're new to this video, make sure y'all go on and subscribe, like, comment, share with your mama, your daddy, your uncle, your grandpappy, your grandma, little rah-rah down the street, little yah-yah from up the corner. Feel me? Share it with everybody, man. We trying to go up. We, Juice Gang, we are trying to go national. We trying to go global, national, whatever you want to say. We trying to go up. So make sure y'all go support the movement, support the gang. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and make sure y'all hit that notification bell so y'all can be notified every time I post. Because we going up. We going up all 2020. Even though 2020 is a bad year for the world, that don't mean it's a bad year for the Juice Gang. You understand me? So, but yeah, man, that's gonna cap off this video, man. If y'all like it, if y'all want more, make sure y'all go share, like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what y'all feel about these videos, man. Cause I'm coming with some heat, man. Y'all not understanding what's about to happen. It's only gonna get better. Only way we at the bottom now. Only way you can get up is we're going to the top. 52 subscribers, man. I'm trying to get to 100. That ain't much. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers. So make sure y'all go, feel me, rally up, man. Rally up, because I know 100 subscribers ain't nothing. That's the first goal of the channel, 100 subscribers. So y'all get us to 100 subscribers, man. We're gonna have some plans coming, man. So y'all be easy, y'all be safe, and stay up.